Hello, you've found yourself here with me, addressing two very controversial topics at the same time. Wow. Aren't we lucky to be here? Who'd have thought? You and me. I want to address two things in this video. First, who I will be voting for in Choose Your Legends, at least up until the midpoint results have been revealed. And second, the Ana controversy that I have recently become knowledgeable of, thanks to Twitter and its ever-strengthening grip on my everyday life. Let me first address the Ana thing, because I think that's more important, honestly, because there are a fair amount of people, from my understanding, getting unjust hate, I think is how I want to phrase it. So if you don't know what the controversy is, Ana's voice actress, whomst I will not name, you can find it if you want, I'm sure it's out there somewhere, is very heavily involved in promoting or just being very excitable about NFTs and crypto and things like that. Now, if you don't know what those are, be thankful. NFTs is basically a token that you own on the blockchain. And if you don't know what the blockchain is, I don't know what to tell you. That's not really like that important, I guess. It's not that important to the context, but go learn about it if you really want. I don't have the time nor the attention span to explain it right now, and frankly, my explanation may not be adequate enough. So I invite you to go find more reliable resources to learn about the blockchain is if you are that interested. But NFTs on a whole, you may see the right click save meme thing. It's talking about NFTs. And NFTs in general are problematic at best, in my opinion. They are produced in a way that is not great for the environment. They can be used to perhaps launder funds, which is maybe not such a great thing. And there's a large amount of theft going on, especially right now. YouTubers' icons and channels are being minted and sold. And despite certain carriers of NFT sales have a strong opinion that they crack down on that, it's somehow still rampant, which is just so darn weird. Weird indeed. So I think it's safe to say that at best, NFTs are controversial, and at worst, they promote theft, laundering, and environmental destruction. So personally, and this is my bias here, I avoid them for the most part. I have no interest in collecting NFTs. Maybe that's a bad thing. I don't know. But as it stands right now, as they are produced, as they are harming other creators, as they are swindling people out of money, I will not go anywhere near them, and I will not promote them. I want nothing to do with them as they stand. So all that said, Ana's voice actress actually promotes them. She's very involved in them. And something that happened semi-recently is a voice NFT in which the voice actor who is approached would record things, and then there would be some sort of manipulation to potentially happen in a sense where once the recordings are replicated, they could create a library of voice lines, and then the owner of the voice could have the NFT voice say whatever they wanted, which for someone who basically promotes their vocal talents for a living is not a great thing, right? It's a very easy way to put yourself out of a job, or at least have very little job security. So I think in the voice actor realm, as well as from what I can gather, many of the artists that I follow, they do not like NFTs. Again, because of the problematic predatory nature that they currently undergo. And I'm not saying it's going to be like that forever, but currently Ana's voice actress is very pro And a lot of people have issue with that, which is understandable. But there has to come a time where people separate what exactly, what do you do with the character and the portrayer, right? Like, what do you do? Anna, the character, existed a very long time before she was ever given voice lines by anybody, right? Almost, 20 years, if not more. So I don't think the answer is to stop liking Anna or disliking people who still like Anna. I really still like Awakening Anna. I do. I think she's a cool character. I love the outfit. Levin Sword will be dope whenever it gets into FEH, I hope. And if she won, I wouldn't be upset. So I think first and foremost, I want to say that you should not tie the voice actor or the actor in general with the character in the medium that you enjoy. Fair? I think that's fair. And I think a more proactive way to approach it would be to, and again, this is not meant to give any advice or anything like that, not have Anna voiced by this voice actress anymore. I think that would be a better solution. If you can't just cancel an animated character, guys. I don't think it works like that. Anyway, all that out of the way, which took far longer than I wanted it to, let's talk about the thing I actually want, but I don't want to talk about, but I do want to talk about. So in past years, what I have done is I have basically set aside one character for each day of voting, and I think it's like 7 days of voting, if I'm not crazy. Maybe it's more, maybe it's less. I don't remember. Either way, I have always picked one, including the fabled OC slot, where I would pick someone from Fire Emblem Heroes, because obviously Fire Emblem Heroes wouldn't exist without Fire Emblem Heroes characters. So that is a gateway into, the characters I enjoy in the title series, getting into the mobile game, which I can enjoy daily, and yada yada. I'm not doing that this year. I'm changing it up. Instead, what I'm going to do is let the results guide me after the midway. And then I may adjust and throw weight behind someone who's slightly higher up. Or if the pick that I am going with, which I will reveal in just a moment, is high enough, then I will continue to rally and just waste votes. That's kind of my plan. Full disclosure, that's basically what I plan on doing. And this is not me trying to incite a riot, okay? Because me saying what I'm going to do and taking a hard line in the sand here is essentially having one group really like me and then a bunch of other groups really dislike me. So there's really no benefit to doing this. But I haven't done this before, and so I wanted to do it just this once, just to see what happens, just to see. Because I'll be honest, I have had a disconnect from Choose Your Legends for a while. Choose Your Legends 3 was cool. It had Elliewood, and it also had Micaiah in the same batch. And then Choose Your Legends 1 had Ike, which was hype. And then I didn't really care about 2. Hector was cool, I guess. But then 4 was, all 3 houses. And while that I didn't really have an issue with it at the time, the end result was uninspired. And it was just kind of bleh, It was just... It was basically their legendary outfits, and then a slightly more grown-up Lycidia. Which wasn't all that exciting. I think Lycidia was the most exciting because it was at least different from what we had already seen. And then last year, technically, Choose Your Legends 5 was also kind of cool. And not really anybody I had like a huge stake in, per se. But it was still kind of neat. I get what they were going with for Marth, but just making him red was kind of lame. Gatekeeper's attack animations were basically the best part of Choose Your Legends 5, if I may be blunt. The outfit was less inspired. Erica's outfit was cool. I did appreciate that they did a nod to Ephraim, which is kind of what they had done in the past more frequently. They had done a nod to like a family member or something. So I was glad to see them bring that back. I thought Marianne's design was like kind of unique, which was cool. But I want to be excited about something this year. And frankly, now that Legendary Micaiah has come in, I don't know that there's a lot that I can get excited about, which means I'm going back to basics. I'm going to vote for a character who hasn't had an ult since 2017. I am going to vote for a character who was actually my first +10 in Fire Emblem Heroes. I am going to vote for Awakening Tiki. I know. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? Certainly not me, not this guy. I had thought about it for a while. And then it kind of dawned on me like, yeah, this makes sense. This is a good pick. This is a smart pick. Why wouldn't I do this? If you're wondering, Adult Tiki would actually be the first dragon that we've ever had in Choose Your Legends, let alone Beast or anything like that. So she'd be unique in that aspect. She's British. So voice lines would be fun, you know. Always look forward to that. Like I said, her last ult was literally 2017. This is it. This is what we have. That's it. Bro? Surely we can do better than that, I would think. She's also basically Nagi, who I still maintain to this day, besides Stefan, would probably be the coolest Choose Your Legends character to exist. But, you know, even if we just have Adult Tiki, who very well could end up being outfitted like Nagi, I don't know. Because I think Nagi is kind of like Tiki from the future, that you get in Shadow Dragon to basically keep you from failing the entire game. Neither here nor there. Not important. Okay, it's not important. It would be a dope fit. I think that would be exciting, if nothing else. She also jumped a fair amount of spots between Choose Your Legends 4 and 5. So I feel like the support is kind of there. Does that make sense? So like if we look over here, this was Choose Your Legends last year. She ended up in 30th place, beating out Constance. Whoa, I know. Big ups. And then if you look here, this was 4. She was 54th. Now, she only gained a couple hundred votes, which in hindsight isn't like that exciting. But she jumped 24 spots, and I think that that in itself is maybe worth celebrating. Fair? So, you know, I feel like the community is kind of rallying behind her. I can appreciate that from an aspect. I thought she was the coolest part of Awakening, in full honesty. I wasn't really anticipating meeting adult Tiki. I almost said Nagi. Meeting adult Tiki in Awakening. And I know that Awakening was just kind of like a Fire Emblem swan song, because in hindsight, you know, that was supposed to be their last game, and so they threw in a bunch of references, and, you know, Chrom is a descendant of Marth, and Tiki lives like a really long time, and so like of course she would still be alive, and yada yada. But I thought that it was a really cool addition, and I thought that the change that they made to her character, and then still throwing in references to Marth and stuff like that was really cool. That was tasty lore, and I love that. And I also think that it could be kind of interesting if she and Chrom both won this year, which I think might be possible. I think Chrom has probably a better chance, but who really knows, you know? Anyway, that is who I'm voting for. That is the Anna controversy. I just had a little sit down with you. Isn't that fun? I'm glad we had this time together. I don't care what anybody says. But yeah, Mythic Banner Prediction coming out tomorrow, so look forward to that. And then also other stuff. Community stream on Saturday. Don't miss it. Please be kind to people in the comments. By the way, when I cover Choose Your Legends content, things get heated. There's a meme I have for this. Okay, don't make me regret it. I love covering Choose Your Legends, but I also kind of hate covering Choose Your Legends, and it's just kind of, it feels bad sometimes. So be nice to everybody. That's all I'm saying. If you're new here, it's mostly for you. People who have been on this channel a long time know the vibe. And so I'm very grateful that I have very respectable subscribers. So thank you guys. I like to think that I cultivate a good community. And so thank you for reinforcing that thought with me. But that is it for now. So thanks for watching. Appreciate it. Have fun with Choose Your Legends. You know, I think the fun is missing. Please don't vote for meme picks, but have fun with it. Too much? Too much? Okay, we'll end. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, come back for more. Until then, I will catch you next time.